So today I am going to try and do these butterfly goddess, the locks them. The curl is something with a loop, them on them. So I already braided my real hair. It's not blow dried or anything. It was just in some twists. And then after I wash it, I took out the twist and braided. That's it, no blow dry. I braided instead of twist it because I wanted more of a stretch. I wanted more length. So let me see how many braids I have. Alright, so all in all, I had 44 braids, which means I have 44 locks. I thought I had more than that, but I didn't. So I bought this crochet hook. I just couldn't find mine, so I bought a new one. This is the hair that I'm using today. I got 3 packs of this. I didn't use all 3 packs. I used 2.5 packs for 44 locks. So if you do 50 locks, then 3 packs would be great. Anyway, I'm gonna start my hair and then I'll come back showing how I do it. Alright, so hours and hours and hours later, back, almost finished. I'm gonna take 2 strands of the water wave hair and you want to comb it out, rake it out, separate it. So once you fully separate that, you take your crochet needle, you put it through your hair, not the braid itself, through the hair at the root. You put it in closed and it comes out open. Once it's open, you take those 2 strands of combed out water wave hair, you put it in and you lock it. You want to pull it through one side of the loop. Now, an important thing to note is when doing this, I made one piece of the hair short and one piece of the hair long. To do a bob style, it's just easier to do it that way. So you notice that I have one short piece and one very long piece. It also makes it easier to pull it through the hair so that you only get one side to the loop. So now the short piece, I'm going to line it up with my real hair, or the braid you do, or the twist, whatever base you have, you line it up with that length. Then you hold that short piece with your braid, you twist your real hair, and you want to wrap it around 3 to 4 times, very, very tight. You want to secure the root very, very tight. This is the only part of the lock that has to be tight. The rest of it is going to be pretty loose to get that distressed look. Now, for doing this entire style, you're going to choose one hand that you're just going to use to hold the base, which I'm using my left hand, and one hand to wrap. That left hand is going to stay on that base all the way down. You know, move it. You don't want to move the braid or the base either. You want to keep it still, because twisting and twisting and twisting while you're wrapping the hair is going to feel tighter, and then when you loose it, it kind of unravels a little bit and it's just not going to be as neat. So you want to keep it still. So once you wrap it at the root, you can loosen the wrap now and make your way down. The most important part of this is those little, what do you call those? Those little loops in the lock. So what I do is I take my nail, take your finger, you want to pull out a loop. Then you want to wrap above the loop twice. This is the easiest way to get the loop. Wrap above and below. So you go above twice, then put the finger up. See that loop in my fingernail? You want to wrap below that once. Now when you wrap below it, you pull it and the loop stays out. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, I do it again. Make sure you get it. So you can do as little or as many as you want, but I just pull out a piece as thick, as small as you want. They don't have to be the same size. The whole point is for it to be distressed. You wrap above the loop. Then once you wrap above the loop twice, you wrap below the loop. Keep the loop separated from the rest of the hair so that when you pull the hair to get it back in the lock, the loop stays out. So just remember, wrap above the loop, wrap below the loop, and that's all you need to know for this. Doing the loops and not locking too tight is how you get it to look distressed and give you that butterfly effect. When I was watching other videos, like me just see them hand move and see them finger move, and they were saying, you know, move your finger in and out of the lock, but it wasn't really making sense. So I think when you intentionally describe the movement, you understand better. So going over again, you see me take out a piece. I wrapped above it twice, I went below it, and then I pulled that thick piece that I want to go back in the lock and leave the loop out. After this, may I kind of speed up the video, make you watch it, and then we'll come back, slow it down again, and go back over another piece. But this style is actually really easy. It's not hard at all. It's very simple. It just takes time and patience. Once you get a hang of it, you can just breeze through it. What would be the only trick to this is when you wrap below it now and you're ready to leave the loop, you want to just quickly move out your thumb or your finger that you held the loop out with, and it's going to automatically stay because you've wrapped above and below it. So you lock around it and you didn't include it in the lock, so it'll automatically stay out. Now, once you have enough little loops in your locks, the more loops you do, the more distressed it looks, the more butterfly effect you get. You reach the end and you twist it. Then you make a loop with your finger and you wrap around the loop. When you're wrapping around the loop, you want to start wrapping upward. You're wrapping upward in the very same direction that you wrap coming down. This is important because if you wrap in the opposite direction, you get to unravel the entire lock. So you want to wrap upward using the same hand, go in the same direction. And when you reach the end of the piece that you're wrapping around, it will lock by itself. This hair tends to stick together, whether it's free twist water wave or the one that I'm using. This water wave here will stick together, so you just rub it into the lock and it will lock by itself. Alright, last one. Let's play it back one more time. Put the loop in close, open it, put in the hair, lock it, and then pull it through. Gonna take the short piece, line it up with your real hair or as long as you want it at your base. You're gonna wrap the base tightly at the root about 3 to 4 times. Make sure this is tight because this is what will keep the locks in place. You know, your locks unravel. That's not cute. Happened to me before. It's not cute. Once you wrap it and it's tight, now you can start to loosen it a bit. You don't want it to be too tight. I think some of mine were actually too tight. I could have used more of a distressed look. We're gonna take out a piece of hair, wrap above it twice, then you wrap below it, and when you pull the finger through, you leave the loop out. The more loops you add, the better, the more distressed the look is. You're gonna continue this to the very end of this lock. When you reach the end, twist everything together and make a loop around your finger and then just wrap going upwards in the very same direction. When you get to the end of all of the hair, you can kind of just rub the lock and it will stay together by itself. Okay, whew. It's hot. It's really too hot to have on makeup. I just wanted a cute thumbnail, but this is the end of the video. I can't decide if I want a middle part or a side part. So probably end up doing a side part to have a big forehead. Hope it was helpful. Anyway, thanks for coming back to my channel. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.